Now let's apply these 5 stages of radical change to the world of work, to our organizations, to our businesses, to the completely changed situation for many companies in times of a global pandemic. How has work changed radically? And if we look at the elements of an organization, you could say that an organization has a vision, what it wants to achieve. It has a mission of how it's going to go about doing that. Of course, it sets itself targets in terms of consumers, in terms of sales, in terms of profits, in terms of growth. There is business development in how it finds its customers and keeps its customers. There are projects that the organization works on. There are stakeholders that it's involved with, supply chains, collaborations. There is marketing and communication. And of course, there is HR, which decides who works for an organization, how these people are trained, and so on. And if you look at these elements of an organization, and again, this is an exercise that you could do for yourself. If you have a small business, then you could lay out in terms of these core elements, what is your business about? If you work for a large organization, you could do the same thing. And of course, the organizations vary widely in terms of their success during Corona or their failure. The aviation industry is at a standstill, at least in terms of moving people as opposed to cargo. But, for example, supermarkets are very busy and other parts of our economy are working flat out. How has this Corona situation affected your organization? How has it affected these different elements? And if, again, you look at these 5 changes, what is your mission? Has it shifted? Has your vision been reframed? In terms of business development, how do you find your customers or retain them? In terms of projects, have you mobilized these projects? In terms of stakeholders, have they shifted or been reframed? Have you changed your marketing? Have you changed your communication? Have you changed your message? Have you changed your hiring practices? Have they been shifted or reframed or mobilized? And so you could see that for each of these, you could start thinking, at what level am I making a change now? At what level is change occurring? Or at what level is change happening to me? And you could say proactively, at what level would I want to make a change? What changes can you make in these different aspects of your company? And now this is, of course, for a whole organization, and it might work well if you're actually running the organization, or if it's a small business and it's your small business, and even if you're self-employed and if this is your company. But you can also use it with your team, and you can decide, what are the elements of my team? What did we used to do? We used to have meetings, we used to have targets, we used to have communication, we used to, collaborate on projects in this way or that way. How has that changed? Because the fact that you have to work at home, or because of the fact that you have a different type of connection with your stakeholders, or with your supply chain, or with your logistics, or with your customer. So the question is really, how has work changed for you? And at what level could you make different changes to help yourself to get through the coming years in terms of your business model, in terms of your work, in terms of your contribution to what the world needs?